What's up guys, Max here. Just got back from snowboarding up in northern Japan in Niseko. It was awesome. If you were following my Instagram story and saw it, it was a beautiful, beautiful area. If you're not already on Instagram, follow me right here, the Max Bloom, and check out what I got going on a daily basis. I post these videos once or twice a week, and then over there I'm usually trying to post something, what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing a few times a day. So get on Instagram, follow me there. So it's good to be back in Okinawa. It's like 70 degrees out right now. It's been raining, but that's okay. Today's an okay day. It was nice yesterday. We've actually, I have a filmmaking group out here. We've been working on a short film on Sunday. We're filming this afternoon. We're filming on Saturday. I'll be excited to share that with you guys when it's ready. What else is going on? So I watched a show on Netflix recently called The Circle. It's like a show where people get put in these little like apartments, and they communicate with each other over like a social media thing that they created, and they're only able to talk to each other via like private messages, group chats, sending pictures, and they had to make a social media profile. So I thought, like, when I first started watching the show, I thought it was a trashy, garbage show, but the more I watched it, you know, and honestly, pet peeve of mine, or not pet peeve, but like guilty pleasure, I kind of like garbage TV, so I was definitely tuning in, watching it. So the interesting thing was when the people went on this show, if they wanted to, they could make a catfish profile. Like, they could pretend to be somebody else. So there was a few people who went on there and they pretended to be somebody else. Like, they put up fake pictures, like Instagram model style pictures. They said fake things about themselves. And then when they were communicating with other people, they put up this fake persona of this person that they were pretending to be, this person they worked up in their mind. And I was watching this and I'm like, what is it about this that it seems so weird to me? Like, why is this really hitting a nerve with me, the people who are making the catfish profiles? And the other interesting thing was, so each week they had to vote somebody off. So the other interesting thing was, all the people who were actually being themselves were basically able to immediately identify that somebody was being a catfish, right? So they were like, that person seems fake, that person seems fake, and they were right every time. So and then they kicked those people off one by one. Got my dog up here just to make sure she's okay. So I started thinking, like, I wonder what it is, you know? So that makes it so obvious. So I kind of have some ideas on it, and I'm gonna bring this back around to why I think it's relevant for everybody. So the people who went on there pretending to be somebody else, they all had some pretty bad insecurities about themselves. They were, overweight. They thought they were like unlikable, maybe not appealing to what they see on the internet. Like, the way that they look, the way that their face looks, their size, their figure, their sexual orientation, whatever it is. They all wanted to change that because they didn't think people would accept them for who they are. So they came up with these people, and so here's my thoughts on it, okay? If you've seen The Circle, weigh in the comments and let me know what you think. Here's what I think about it. So, The Circle on Netflix, the people who catfished, they try to embody this person that they believe has been keeping them down. They have this image of a person that is their bully, creating their problems, the reason that they can't move forward in life. And that person doesn't actually exist. That person only exists in their mind. And since that person is not a real person, it's easy to identify. People would see the little things that aren't right, the little things that don't make any sense, that nobody would actually do, and they were able to call that out and then X that person out of the competition. It made me think, does everyone have this person that they've created in their mind that they believe is responsible for the problems in their life? And does that person not actually exist? Because if there were other people on the show who were overweight, who were nerdy, who were not good looking, who were even jerks, and they were just themselves, and they were all the people who finished the competition. All the people who came in as themselves made it as finalists in the competition. There were some other people who came in as themselves who didn't make it to the end, but the people who made it to the end were like there the longest, they had known each other the longest, they didn't vote each other off, and they were always just being themselves. They used real pictures, they used a real personality, they said things that weren't always the most flattering, or didn't reflect them in absolute the best light. You know, so one guy was like kind of like a Jersey Shore kind of bro, but people kept him on there because he was just being himself. So if you feel like there's somebody out there that's this person, this figure, the they, like they're keeping me down, they're a problem, they, you know, they're against us, ask yourself, do they really exist, or are you just creating this person to blame for your problems? Is there more that you can do yourself? Have you tried just being yourself, just being normal, representing yourself truthfully, and going out there and seeing if maybe that gets some better results? Because the they that are always causing you problems, the they that are everything that's wrong with the world, they don't exist. That's just your version of them that you're expressing out into the world and making it easy for yourself to justify some problems that are going on. I don't know. That's my, and when I say you, I'm kind of the proverbial you. Maybe you don't exist, but on the show, those people who were the catfishes, that's what I think their problem was. They've believed for so long that they wouldn't be accepted by the they that they created, but the they doesn't actually exist and everyone was able to see it. And if they were just themselves the whole time, I think people would have accepted them a lot more. I think they would have been a lot happier. I think everybody would have been a lot happier. Moral of the story, Netflix, keep up the good work on shows like that. I really enjoy it. I hope you make more. I hope there's a Circle season 2. I've just been watching Love is Blind. I'll probably share some thoughts on Love is Blind as well. If you haven't watched Love is Blind, pretty epic. I definitely recommend it. And that's it for today. I hope you guys go out and be yourselves all day, every day. I always am. And for what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're following along to see more of the story. Instagram again, that's right here, the Max Bloom. And more from the Scuttlebutt Show from me coming soon. Thank you for bearing with me when I was up snowboarding. It was a blast. If you guys have any questions about Okinawa or Japan or anything like that, let me know in the comments or just reach out to me. I'm happy to share my thoughts and answer your questions. And I'll talk to you soon.